Hello everyone, welcome back to my MG channel. So it's been a little while since I've done any videos, and the reason for that is just because I've been absolutely up to my eyes with work and lots of other things that have been going on. But I thought I'd do a video just to update on living with this condition, which is kind of I haven't been living it or haven't been living with it for that long, but I have been living with it for now a few weeks. I had the IVIG I think about 3 weeks ago now. So I'm kind of out of hospital, been out of hospital for 3 weeks, and there's been sort of learning to live with the condition. So I thought I would do some initial observations on the what it's like now. So the first thing is medication-wise, IVIG is done. If I'm honest with you, I think certainly in the last week or so, I felt like that any boost or any kind of high I had with that's probably now starting just to wear down a little bit, and that's at least my opinion. I'm sure that there'll be a medical difference on it, but in my view that's what's happening. And the thing, in my view at least, that's keeping things rolling is the drugs I'm on, the tablets. And just as a reminder, the tablets I'm on 5 times 90 milligrams of pyristigmine, which I take at 7 a.m, 11 a.m, 3 p.m, 7 p.m, and 11 p.m, or thereabouts, just before bed. And I'm also taking, first thing in the morning, 60 milligrams of steroids, which are prednisolone, I think it's called. And I also take some other bits and pieces as well. So that's kind of what's been going on. That's what I'm on now. That's what I'm going to be on for the foreseeable future till at least October, which is my next meeting with my consultant. And yeah, I mean, really living with it hasn't been as much of a problem, if you like, as I thought it would be. Obviously, I'm on the outs now of the IVIG stuff, so we'll see if there's any major differences. But obviously I have repeat alarms set all day, so I take my tablets and I take them regularly and on time, or try to, life prevailing, and that seems to work. It does the trick. The side effects, some people say stomach cramps and various other cramps with the pyristigmine. I've been having just a little bit more of that than I did have, but only softly. I haven't really been having any big problems, but occasionally I get things like cramps in my foot, which are fairly quickly resolve, but no real big side effects there. And then the steroids, I mean, there are some long-term, because I'm on long-term high-dose steroids, there are some long-term effects, such as things like high blood pressure, brittle bones, things like that. I haven't really noticed anything generally in side effects wise too heavy, other than just being a bit more hungry than I might normally be. So the answer to that is either try and control it and try and be try and keep a lid on it, which I'm trying to. I'm eating HelloFresh boxes and trying to keep my diet as it was before all these steroids, but otherwise I've got a fridge full of celery and other healthy things that I will try and eat, rather than go and eat a cupboard full of biscuits. So those are the kind of side effects. Anything kind of different, obviously the one major difference is getting up at relatively early at 7 o'clock in the morning each day for the tablets is a bit of a changer, and I'm becoming quite probably quite tired by the evenings or the afternoons, and I have noticed that my eyes starts, the one I'm pointing at, this one, it's actually to you, whichever one it is. To me it's that one, but to you guys it'll be that one, but never mind. It just slows down a little bit in the evenings. It doesn't quite go the full distance, and I think that's just a tiredness thing. And at the weekends when I'm not working, I have some afternoon naps and things like that, and that puts me back straight, so that's a good thing. Other than that, yeah, really I think the IVIG stuff, if there was a high on it, I'm coming off that. And probably if there was a high on the steroids, which I kind of mentioned before in terms of, leaping out of bed at 7 o'clock in the morning and getting everything done before 8:30, that seems to have turned itself down now. And actually, having done that for the last 2 or 3 weeks, it's been, this week I felt quite exhausted and quite, I've been quite sort of sleepy in the evenings and wanting to go to bed at 9 o'clock in the evening, stuff like that. So If there was a high of the steroids, it's now it's now well and truly gone. So other than that, living with this myasthenia gravis. I'm still waiting to hear back from the DVLA in terms of a couple of things. Part of that's because I haven't actually filled in the paper because I haven't had time. So I don't know if or when I'll be allowed to drive again. But other than that, there's no real big life changes. I'm just being a little bit careful if I go out for walks and things, just not to push myself too far, because obviously fatigue and impact and things like that come with myasthenia gravis. So the more tired you are, then the more your body's going to start to deviate those eyes off or maybe do other things. But generally speaking, being on the medication the way I am, the issues I was having with my jaw, my neck, my arms, anything to do with my legs, all of that has gone. And of course, more importantly, anything to do with breathing. So the real main kind of thing is just when I am fatigued or tired or at the end of a long day, it does tend to be my eyes that give up a little bit. But it's generally not too bad. Generally, living with it is fine. And obviously, the reason I'm able to live with it is because I did have the diagnosis. I've had all my tests back which confirm that I have myasthenia gravis, and also I'm having treatment as well. So living with it is perfectly doable, absolutely fine. And I think that's probably it. I think my next video is going to be to talk about any big changes in life and any travel and things like that. So I keep an eye out for that one. Thank you.